Hello friends, welcome back to this session on general insurance. Now let's begin or continue our learning. In this session, we'll be understanding and dealing with the concept of healthcare services. The learning objectives of these particular sessions are, at the end of session, the learners, that is the students, will be able to understand and describe what do we mean by the health services. You will also be able to understand the various benefits of taking an health insurance. That when you take an health insurance, what benefits do you get? You will be able to list down the various different methods for market penetration. So what are the various methods through which you can enter into the healthcare industry? The scope of healthcare services insurance in India. And lastly, various list down of health services schemes available in India will also be learned by a student. What are healthcare services? Now, first let's understand what do we mean by healthcare services. The health services are similar to other forms of insurance, as we have general insurance, life insurance, and so on. In the same way, the health insurance services are into existence. These particular services are of such category wherein whenever a discrepancy or whenever a certain claim arises, only then the healthcare services are being needed. So it's depend upon the unforeseen circumstances, that is the habit or the health of a particular individual. Whenever it gets damages or it gets deteriorated, then accordingly he gets admitted to a hospital. And when he get admitted to a hospital, then for the treatment purpose, the various incentives, and payment concerns are being done for an employee. It is the healthcare covers the expenditure on medical expenses. So the various expenses that have been undertaken for the purpose of medical expenditure, either in terms of a clinic or an hospital, or the consultation fees of the doctor, or for undergoing any of the treatment with respect to the regular treatment or the theater treatment, all those services or the expenses are being covered under the category of health services. It is either paid to the insured or the concerned medical center. Now, the insurance policy that you have purchased, that is an individual person or the insured person who have purchased, the amount is been reimbursed to either of the parties. Now, those particular parties are, first, it may be either reimbursed to the insured person or it may be directly paid to the hospital, that is the medical facility center wherever you have undergone a treatment. So in this case, both the parties are getting simultaneously benefited with the help of healthcare services. The pre-exemption or the precondition for this particular concern is you need to apply, the application is needed to be made, a proper finalization of the claim is needed to be undertaken, and then accordingly the approval or disbursement of the health insurance policy is been undertaken. Now, let's look at the various parties that have been involved in terms of healthcare services. The various parties that are involved in healthcare services are the person who is insured, that is the primary person who has taken the insurance policy. The insurer, that is the insurance company who provides the healthcare services to you. The middleman. Now, at these stages, there may be a middleman or there may not be a middleman. So, a middleman acts as a broker or acts as an agent between a link of the insured person and the insurance company. Hospital or the medical care center. So hospital or the medical care center is a center where you have actually taken the medical treatment. So a place where a particular insured person undergoes a medical treatment and from where the medical expenses are being incurred, that particular center is called as an hospital or a medical center. And lastly, the surveyor. The surveyor is a person who is a third-party administrator who assesses, checks, verifies, and confirms the documents or the bills that have been submitted in respect to the insured person by the respective hospitals. So here in this case, the surveyor plays an important role for checking, verifying, and confirming or approving the documents that have been submitted, that is, with respect to the bills or the medical certificates. Now, what is the importance of healthcare insurance? Why do we need to take, or what is the need or importance for getting an health insurance? First thing, sharing of medical expenses. Now, here in this case, whenever you have an health insurance policy, at this particular stage, the expenses that an individual occur or incurs, those particular expenses are being shared by the different people. Those particular expenses are, for example, and now let's take an example. That is, you want to undergo a particular treatment with respect to the treatment of COVID-19. Now, here in this case, the hospital bill that has been incurred is rupees 3 lakhs. Now, so here in this case, the health insurance company will finalize a particular claim will get all the documents approved from the insurance company and the surveyor, and accordingly the claim will be finalized. And according to the claim finalization, the bill that has been approved or the insurance claim that has been sanctioned is rupees 2,50,000. So here in this case, the insured person has to pay 50,000 and remaining 2,50,000 will be paid by the insurance company. So in this case, the medical expenses are being shared between the insured person and the insurance company. Rising of the medical cost. So as we can see today, in the advancements of technology and so on, the medical costs are increasing day by day. So if it is not affordable or it is not profitable for an insured person to pay out those expenses from his daily expenses or daily pocket. So these particular expenses, whenever they are in a shared purpose, the rising medical cost is also being saved. That is, if the expenditure goes to around, for example, 3 lakhs or 5 lakhs or 10 lakhs, then accordingly, by the concern of sharing an expenditure, the costs are being controlled and accordingly, between the two parties, the expenses get shared. Qualitative services. Now, in terms of an healthcare service or industry, the services that have been provided are always qualitative in nature, wherein we can say that the services are always in a qualitative concern, wherein it is always seen that the good and quality services have been provided to the insured person, due to which no benefit or no harm is been caused. That is, the utmost benefit is given to the insured person and no harm is been caused to the person who is undergoing a treatment. Cash based or cashless. Now here in this case, the individual person, that is an insured person, or the insurance company can provide or can get both of these services from the surveyor. Either it may be a cashless service or it may be a cash based service. Under a cash based service, the amount that has been incurred for the medical expenses, that is been paid directly to the insured person in terms of cash, or either to the hospital or the medical center in cash. In case of a cashless service, the cashless service is a certain concern wherein the amount is been deposited as a part of a credit card, and accordingly the customer has to just swipe that particular card, and based on that particular card, no cash transaction is being undertaken, and whatever amount or limit that has been set, that is depending on your policy amount or that has been set, the insured person can get those amount reimbursed or expended. Fulfilling the needs. It acts as a fulfilling needs to an individual. That is, until and unless your coverage amount does not get expires or elapses, you can keep going or undergoing a certain treatment at the designated medical center or the hospital. Creating liquidity to the insured. Now here in this case, a medical insurance or the health insurance services always creates a liquidity for an individual, wherein the amount that has been required at an early stage is provided at an immediate basis, and it promotes the concern of liquidity. That is, whenever you need a certain sum of money, that money is available with you at your doorstep. Tax benefits. Simultaneously, the insured person can avail the various tax benefits either from the central government or the state government for exemption in taxes. So, in terms of exemption in taxes with respect to the Income Tax Act Section D, accordingly, the insurance benefits or the health insurance benefits have been provided, and you can get an exemptions in terms of the income tax that you have to pay. The health insurance exemption is always provided either for an individual or for the payment of family members, your father, mother, wife, children, daughters, and so on. And lastly, sharing of profitability. So here in this case, the profitability that is being earned at this stage is always being shared between the different people. That is, the profit is being shared between the insurance company, between the hospital or the network or medical center wherever you have taken, and lastly between the surveyor or the mediator who is approving or verifying those documents. Now, what are the various methods to improve the health insurance market penetration? The first method is improving the customer awareness. Then, in promoting the confidence of the clients, explaining the real value benefits, conduct the effective supervision, share compulsory percentage of the total business, and administer the tax incentives, and lastly, providing the group benefits along with cover the insurance and the insured person. So in this way, these are the various methods through which health insurance market penetration can be improved. At every stage, what do we have to see? That each and every individual of a particular society or a nation must be aware that what benefit an individual gets by purchasing or availing an health insurance policy. We need to explain the people about what benefits an individual gets, that when you get an insurance policy, what amount you have to be spent, and when you don't have an insurance policy, what amount you save. Effective supervision. So at every stage, an effective supervision is always needed to be undertaken, wherein the pros and cons of the having a health insurance policy must be explained to an individual about how it is beneficial or profitable to an person. Administering the tax incentives. So in order to save the tax purpose, we can always identify and see that what benefits an individual gets and how the individual is also getting benefited and the group people are also getting benefited out of it. Covering the insured as well as the insured person. So health insurance industry, what does it do? It covers both the parties. That is, it provides the benefit to the the person who has taken the health insurance as well as the person who has insured the other person. Now let's look at the various agencies that have been involved in health insurance industry. The various agencies that have been involved in the health insurance industry are the first primary or regulatory authority is IRDAI, that is Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India. Then we have the various network or the chains of hospitals, the various surveyors and the third party assessors. So these are the various parties or these are the various participants or the agencies who are been involved in the composition or disbursement of a particular amount of insurance claim in terms of health insurance sector. Now, what are the various health insurance plans that an individual can get or benefit out of a health insurance? The various health insurance plans at this particular stage that one individual can get benefit out of is the individual policy, the family option, the floater policy, the senior citizen policy, the critical illness policy, the daily hospital policy, and the lastly is unit linked policy. Individual is a policy for an individual person. Family option is a family of option for a family, that is of a person, of a wife, the father, mother, sons, daughters, and so on. The floater policy for change in the option for either individual or for family, or change in the floater policy for one illness to other illness or for one person to another person. Senior citizen, wherein this policy is been taken specifically for the people who are above age of 60 or 65 years. Critical illness, certain illnesses have been pre-decided as part of a critical nature, and accordingly for those particular concerns also critical illness policy can be undertaken. The daily hospital policy for your regular treatment or for regular checkup of the individual, the daily hospital policy can be undertaken by an individual. And lastly, unit link policy. Unit link policy is a policy or a plan which can be undertaken by an individual with respect to a certain units or certain healthcare centers for taking or undergoing a medical treatment. Now, what is the scope? What is the scope or opportunities of the healthcare services in India? It is having a very limited coverage because there is no much awareness of healthcare services in India, and hence there is a limited coverage. Only 10% of the population have been insured, and various reasons that we can see is there is no speedy or disposal of the cases or the claims in terms of health insurance is taking a bit more number of time. There are very few players in the market. So here in this case, we can identify and we can see that with respect to the regulatory authorities, with respect to the concerns, the network chains of hospitals and the insured companies or the insured agents, along with the surveyors and the mediators, there are very few numbers of healthcare insurance service providers also. And hence, there is a huge or vast amount of scope in terms of healthcare services. Now, what are the various healthcare services seems under the government policy as well as the individual insurance companies level? The first is the Employer State Insurance Scheme, that is also called ESI. So this is the state insurance scheme which an employer purchases or gets for the respective employees. General insurance companies, Mediclaim policy, Asha Deep Plan 2, Jivan Asha Plan 2, Jana Arogya policy, Raja Rajeshwari policy, and so on. The other policies that we have is the Central Government Health Insurance Scheme, that is CGHS, Universal Health Insurance Scheme by the Universal Insurance Company, and the individual employer-based schemes are also into existence. Now let's summarize what we have learned in this particular chapter. In this session, we have learned the various concepts and terminologies with respect to the healthcare services. That what do we mean by healthcare services? What are the various benefits of taking an health insurance policy? That is, whenever you take or avail a health insurance policy, what benefits do you get as on today and over a period of time? What are the various methods through which we can penetrate the health insurance services or awareness of health insurance can be created into the minds of an individual? And lastly, what are the various health insurance policies in India, the various participants or players who are controlling, governing, or regulating the health insurance market. I hope you must have enjoyed the learning. Thank you.